Hello friend, welcome my channel. Welcome my channel. I am Rabin Mukherjee, civil engineering pass out 1986. Work experience above 30 years. Daily I discuss civil engineering execution project and plant related item. Today I discuss binding wire, the ultimate hidden tools for DIY success. Success. Binding wire, the ultimate hidden tool for DIY success. Binding wire, the ultimate hidden tool for DIY success. This sketch you look this. This sketch you are look this. Binding wire. Binding wire, the ultimate hidden tool for DIY success. Binding wire. Binding wire. Binding wire. This you are look this. Binding wire may look simple, but it is one of the most versatile, affordable, and powerful tools for both construction professionals and dive enthusiasts, DIY enthusiasts. From holding steel together to solving everyday household problems, these humble were often work silently behind the scenes to ensure success. Binding wire may look simple, but it is one of the most versatile, affordable, and powerful tools for both construction professionals and DIY enthusiasts. Enthusiasts, die enthu, enthusiast, enthusiast. From holding steel together to solving everyday household problems, these humble were often worked silently behind the scenes to ensure success. What is binding wire? What is binding wire? Binding wire is a thin, flexible steel wire, usually 16 to 18 gauge, used mainly to tie and secure reinforcement bars, rebar. In concrete work, it is available in black annealed wire, most common, galvanized wire, rust resistant, PVC coated wire, special application. What is binding wire? Binding wire is a thin, flexible steel wire, usually 16 to 18 gauge, used mainly to tie and secure reinforcement bars, rebar. In concrete work, it is available in black annealed wire, most common, galvanized wire, rust resistant, PVC coated wire, special applications, PVC coated wire, special application, black annealed wire, most common. Why binding wire is a die game changer? Why binding wire is a die game changer? DIY game changer. Number one, easy to use, no skill barrier. Easy to use, no skill barrier. Can be twisted by hand or simple pliers. Can be twisted by hand or simple pliers. No welding or power tools required. No welding or power tools required. Ideal for beginners and die users. Ideal for beginners and DIY die users. Number two, strong yet flexible. Strong yet flexible. Holds item firmly without breaking. Holds items firmly without breaking. Easy to unit and reuse. Easy to unit. Easy to untie and reuse. Easy to untie and reuse. Absorb minor movement without snapping. Absorb minor movement without snapping. Strong yet flexible. Strong yet flexible. Holds items firmly without breaking. Holds items firmly without breaking. Easy to untie and reuse. Easy to untie and reuse. Absorb minor movement without snapping. Absorb minor movement without snapping. Number three, extremely cost effective. Extremely cost effective. Cheaper than clamps, fasteners, or adhesives. Cheaper than clamps, fasteners, or adhesive. One roll serves dozen of application. One roll serves dozen of application. Widely available in hardware stores. Widely available in hardware stores. Common construction uses. Common construction uses. Tying reinforcement bar in slabs, beams, columns, and footings. Tying reinforcement bars in slabs, beams, columns, and footings. Fixing stirrups and links. Fixing stirrups and links. Holding cover blocks in position. Holding cover blocks in position. Temporary fixing before concreting. Temporary fixing before concreting. Building binding wire does not provide structural strength but ensures correct positioning. Binding wire does not provide structural strength but ensures correct positioning. Smart die and household use. Uses. Smart die DIY and household uses. Hanging plants and garden supports. Hanging plants and garden support. Temporary fencing or net fixing. Temporary fencing or net fixing. Building cables and pipes. Building cables and pipes. Hanging tools in garages. Hanging tools in garages. Emergency repairs for gates, grills, or mesh. Emergency repairs for gates, grills, or mesh. Craft and model making projects. Craft and model making projects. Prop tips for best result. Prop tips for best results. Use 16 gauge for heavy duty work. Use 16 gauge for heavy duty work. Use 18 gauge for light die tasks. Use 18 gauge for light die DIY tasks. Die tasks. Twist firmly but avoid over tightening. Twist firmly but avoid over tightening. Cut sharp ends and bend inward for safety. Cut sharp ends and bend inward for safety. Store in a dry place to prevent rust. Store in a dry place to prevent rust. Safety matters. Safety matters. Always wear gloves used. Always wear gloves used. Avoid exposed sharp ends. Avoid exposed sharp ends. Keep away from children. Keep away from children. Use reverse caps. Wear ties reverse. Use reverse caps. Wear ties reverse. Safety matters. Always wear gloves. Always wear gloves used. Avoid exposed sharp ends. Avoid exposed sharp ends. Keep away from children. Keep away from children. Use river caps. Wear ties river. Use river caps. Wear ties river. Final thought. Final thought. Binding over is a proof that the smallest tools often make the biggest difference. Final thought. Binding over is a proof that the smallest tools often make the biggest difference. Binding wire is proof that the smallest tools often make the biggest difference. Whether you are fixing reinforcement on site or solving everyday die challenges at home, binding wire is the hidden hero that delivers strength, simplicity, and success. Binding wire is proof that the smallest tools often make the biggest difference. Whether you are fixing reinforcement on site or solving everyday die challenges at home, DIY challenges at home, binding wire is the hidden hero that delivers strength, simplicity, and success. Binding wire is the hidden hero that delivers strength, simplicity, and success. If you want, I can also help with correct binding wire quantity calculation, different tying techniques, step by step. Correct binding wire quantity calculation, different tying techniques, step by step. Comparison binding wire versus oiling. Comparison binding wire versus oiling. Site safety checklist. Site safety checklist. If you want, I can also help with correct binding wire quantity calculation. Correct binding wire quantity calculation. Different tying techniques, step by step. Different tying techniques, step by step. Comparison binding wire versus welding. Comparison binding wire versus welding. Site safety checklist. Site safety checklist. Tell me. Just tell me. Now I end my video. All are requested. If you are like my video, please subscribe my channel. All are requested. If you are like my video, please subscribe my channel. সবাইকে একটাই রিকোয়েস্ট করবো, ভিডিওগুলো স্কিপ করবেন না, স্ক্রল করবেন না, পুরো ভিডিও দেখবেন, দেখলে অনেক কিছু জানতে পারবেন এবং শিখতে পারবেন। বেশি বেশি সংখ্যায় শেয়ার করবেন যাতে বেশি সংখ্যক ভিউয়ার্স এই ভিডিওগুলো থেকে উপকৃত হতে পারে। চ্যানেলটি পুরোপুরি সিভিল ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং ইনফরমেটিভ চ্যানেল। সবাইকে বেশি বেশি করে শেয়ার করবেন যাতে বেশি সংখ্যক ভিউয়ার্স এই চ্যানেলটি থেকে উপকৃত হতে পারে। ভিডিওগুলোকে লাইক করবেন, হাইপ করবেন এবং সাবস্ক্রাইব করবেন। ভিডিওগুলোকে লাইক করবেন, হাইপ করবেন এবং সাবস্ক্রাইব করবেন। নোটিফিকেশান বেলটিকে অন করে রাখবেন, আমি ভিডিও ছাড়ার সাথে সাথে আপনাদের কাছে নোটিফিকেশান পৌঁছে যাবে। নোটিফিকেশান বেলটিকে অন করে রাখবেন, আমি ভিডিও ছাড়ার সাথে সাথে আপনাদের কাছে নোটিফিকেশান পৌঁছে যাবে। ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ, বাই।